Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice in Unagi's route. And I'm like, I'm really kind of sad because this game is coming to an end. I mean, it could be like 5 parts from now. It could be like 10 parts from now. I don't know. I don't know. We're in chapter 5. He's got an extra chapter, so we've got a couple of parts left. But it's still like it's too close for comfort, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like every other game that I play, though. I'm like, I'm gonna be so sad. It's gonna be worse though because I'm not picking up another game after this. Hopefully by this point when this comes out, I've already put up the game poll update kind of thing, so you already know that if you watch that. But yeah, I'm not putting up anything. I'm not picking up another game right after this, just because I'm prepping to make sure I have stuff, at least one thing going up every day on the channel for you guys over Christmas, because there's like 3 weeks I can't record, so it's like 2.5 weeks. But I've got to prepare because it's not like I can come back, record something, process it, upload it same day. You know what I mean? So I got to prepare in advance. Yeah, so a lot of stuff coming up in December that is going to inhibit me from being able to record. And so I was like, well, you know what? When games end, we'll just leave them. And so we'll have Hakuoki. There'll be something for you guys who watch all the Otome stuff. But yeah, so it's going to be harder, I think, because normally like we jump right into another game. So like I still miss these, like the game that ended. I still miss our boys, but we got new boys, so it's okay. But this is gonna be harder because I'm like, it's harder now because like I don't know. Also, I'm still a little traumatized over Sadaishi. Like I'm like, we have to save him. And Akito. Oh my god. Like, we may have saved Akito. Like we stopped him from blowing people up, but that doesn't mean he isn't gonna lose his. I don't know what's gonna happen, and this is just. Oh, anyway. So that's my little rant. And I haven't played this for like a day because I had to take a break and do Hakuoki to catch up and try to get ahead. So, yeah. And I was like, I don't want to finish this. I'm trying to hold off. I'm like, I'm ahead on this one right now. Okay, good. So I'll hold off. But I'm like, no, I can't do, you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard. So, anyway, here we are. So, back where we were. I don't remember what. Oh, yeah, right. We just found out Sayaki is the one who colored us. I knew it, but it still doesn't make it sting any less. You're like, I was hoping I was wrong. Right. Anyway. Are you sure you want to go to work? Yes, I have to do my job. No, I don't want to go to work. I forced myself to smile at Okazaki, whose eyebrows were knitted in worry. When I woke up early, Yanagi was gone. In his place, Okazaki and Yoshinari had been guarding me. Apparently, Yanagi had met up with Sasazuka and Enomoto to investigate Adonis. When I texted Yanagi that I was going to work, he'd explained what happened, and then he reminded me to be extremely cautious. Right now, the best thing I can do is act like nothing has changed. If I went to work as I would normally, there was obviously a chance that I'd run into Saeki. It was risky, but this was part of discovering the enemy's plan. It could also be my chance to ask Saeki about his true intentions. Okay then, I'm coming with you. Eh? Seriously, sir? Today, I'm an SRCPO officer. Sir, our superiors are going to be pissed. That's why you're going to deal with them. No! Yoshinari is such a fucking character. Like, literally a character. Like, it's just like, oh my god. I've already made up my mind. But I won't reveal my identity, so you don't have to worry. Sorry. Thank you. Let's go then. Okazaki's worry finally gave way to his usual smile. Mentally apologizing to Yoshinari, who was clutching his head, I let out a sigh. This is fucking hilarious. One down. I did my job as usual, directing police box resources to calls. It felt strange, like none of the recent life-altering events had ever occurred. I lent an understanding ear to the grievances and complaints of the citizen to ease their fears. And that was my job, but now I was the one who was worried. Hey, Hoshino, what are your plans for Christmas? Christmas? Yeah, Yuletide. It's almost here, right? I can't do his voice anymore. I'm sorry, I'm broken. Now that you mention it, I hadn't even noticed until Mochita said it. I checked my calendar. It was almost Christmas. It really is almost Christmas! Shh, Gabe. Stop rubbing it in my face. I'm not even prepared for this shit. So not fucking prepared. I'm not even prepared for Thanksgiving, and that's over. Like, anyway. Mochita sure has it easy. Oddly, it was a luxury that Mochita was even able to think about the holidays with everything else that was going on. This year, I got reservations at a really nice restaurant. With your wife? You two are such lovebirds. Well, yeah. We've been trying to keep up with special occasions, even though we're married. I think it's key to a happy marriage. Oh, he's so adorable. I didn't have any engagements this holiday, and that's what I was thinking when a hand shot out in front of the files I was working on. Or I was working with. Uh-oh. Oh god, it's Sayeki, isn't it? You're like a permanent newlywed, Mochita. It was a cheerful voice. I reacted in shock when he touched the file. I tucked in my arms quickly and spun around to face the voice. Oh, this hurts a little. It hurts, Sayeki. It hurts a little. I knew you were in love with me, but this is the wrong way to try to go about it. Hey, Sayeki, slack it off again. Not even close. I was just turning in a report. It was indeed Sayeki. Christmas, huh? Hoshino, are you spending it with anyone? Must be some smooth operator. I couldn't answer him like I typically would. My face stiffened. But Sayeki hadn't changed. He was too normal. Exactly as he always was. He doesn't have a split personality, does he? That would be fucked up. Maybe suspecting him really was just a big mistake. No. He was just acting so nonchalant. Which is the sign of a crazy person. Like, I mean, totally innocent because, hey, I have no idea what's going on. Or, like, he's totally fucking crazy because, like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, like, I don't know that you know that I collared you, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, that's psycho. No, did I say something weird? Hoshino, what's wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. Hey, no need to mince words on account of sad, single me. He's rubbing it in because he wants you. Oh, Sayeki. You're so pretty, too. It's unfortunate. I couldn't even force a smile at his joke. The way he didn't change a bit terrified me. Hey, Hoshino, you're looking really pale. Are you sick? And do you need to visit the infirmary? Wow, seriously? You're practically green. I'll take you there. I'm fine. In what world is that color fine? Up you go. Saiki lifted me by the arm. He supported me on his shoulder. Thanks, Sayeki. I'll take care of her. I'm sure you will, you crazy son of a bitch. Then he led me from the room. This is where it's gonna get shady, motherfuckers. Sayeki? Sayeki took me down the hallway, or rather, he dragged me. At that moment, I wanted to get my bearings. I wanted him to stop. I'm really fine, so stop. Honestly, Hoshino, your face is an open book. Everyone around is gonna think something's up. We're not going to the infirmary. There's somewhere else I want to take you. What? This was just Sayeki being... No, something was different, yeah. The way he talked and acted was the same, but his air had changed now, because he knows you know, like he was listening. This is... I quickly looked around. Maybe it was bad luck, but nobody was around. The fear started to creep in again. My legs felt weak. I know it's like sad because you're like, you always trusted him. He was your buddy. But right off the bat, they kind of gave you clue, like all the things that he said that she flashed back on. You were like, oh, were we supposed to like be paying attention to that and be like suspicious of everyone from day one? I was a little bit, but not enough to have caught on to that. So the world where our ideals will be realized. Oh, fuck. I had to get out of here. Hold on. Okay. I'm just scrolling up to see and make sure we didn't do a save point. It usually tells us save before. I have it so enlarged so I don't spoil anything, which is good because we would have spoiled everything, but so. Whoa there! When I reflexively tried to run, Yuzuru caught me with his hand. Sayeki caught me with his hand. Don't call him by his first name. It's not appropriate. Running away? That's cold. Stop it. What should I do? What could I do to escape his grip? It said run away. In my panic, I couldn't think straight. I squirmed, trying to get away. Then... Spacey! Okazaki! Okazaki had arrived in time to knock Sayeki's hand aside. Oh, Okazaki to the rescue. He may be a crazy little nutter butter, but he's always on the ball. Whoa, where'd you come from? Are you a ninja? A little bit. Fucking little bit. Who are you? USP guys are phantoms. Oh, I'm Yuzuru Saeki, Hoshino's coworker. You must be the person of interest I was told of. Okazaki reached into his breast pocket. A moment later, he had his gun in his hand. Wow. Damn, Okazaki, that's a little... Freeze! Stay right there. Hang on a second. Okazaki had drawn a pistol on Saeki without a moment's hesitation. His eyes were serious. I mean, it beats him pointing a gun at us this time, but... Mr. SP, we're in the police station, you know? I think that's grounds for termination. That doesn't matter to me. My mission is to protect her. Good grief. So hot-blooded. Saeki sighed. An instant later... Gah! A sharp pain lanced through my neck. Oh god, my vision blurred. My legs gave out. I couldn't stand. Saeki, how the fuck did you do that? Do you have something in your pocket? You're a dick. Spacey? I couldn't speak. That asshole poisoned me. Saeki had probably done something to my collar. What did you do? If you shoot me, Hoshino dies. Dude, don't worry. It has a delayed effect. Although it's dangerous to leave her like this. Saeki, you fucking dick. Like, I figured he wouldn't kill us because he wants us on his side and he's in love with us. But like, Jesus. What do you want? I'd say what I want is for you to behave. And the stage is almost set, and I don't want any unwanted distractions. Until that point, would you mind just leaving me alone? That's my only demand. We have to get this collar off me so we can fucking get Saeki. Yanagi, are you sure we shouldn't bring Mineo? It's pretty rare of you to want his help. His muscles are his only redeeming quality. He'd be good as a meat shield if this goes south. You heard what happened today. I want as many people around Hoshino as possible. Well, I hope the antidote can make it in time. There won't be any point if we get taken out here. I don't think they gain anything by exposing themselves to kill us. We need to focus on good negotiating angles. Please relax and make yourself at home while you wait. Looks like Mikuni isn't here yet. Good evening, Yanagi. Sasuzuka. It's been a while. No, are you on the path? I can't handle this path. Like, I mean, Saeki is like, wow, dickhole, that sucks. But like, fucking Sadaishi, I can't handle you being on the wrong side. Hold on. I need to take solace by drinking coffee out of my black butler mug. I can't handle this. Why do you do this to me? Anyway. Well, look who it is. Aren't you on sick leave because you came down with the flu? Of course not. Oh, were you worried about me? Not a bit. You wound me. Sadaishi, did you put something on my computer? I didn't do anything. You'd know whether your PC was tampered with or attacked remotely, wouldn't you? Oh, you'd probably accept it if I messed with your computer. But you can't admit being totally defeated by another hacker. You got a foul mouth, as always. Sadaishi, stop provoking him. Now don't look so dour. The man you've come to meet with will be here soon. Oh, Sadaishi, you hurt me. Sorry to keep you waiting. He's just got a normal voice, because I don't know, I'm running out of voices. I suppose there's no need for introductions. Let's get right to business. Neither of us have the luxury of time. We should hurry. Exactly how much do you all know about us? Like we'd tip our hands so easily. Yesterday when we analyzed your office server, we found information on it that you shouldn't have known. We deleted it, of course, but you have the original media, don't you? Yeah. If you were to analyze and publicize that data, it would be extremely problematic for us. So what you're saying is do that? Like I care about your problems. Whether you're a terrorist manager or a cult leader, you'll just have to work hard and deal with it. Now, Sasuzuka. I know you're upset that your prized security got hacked, But let's at least hear the man out. Yeah, seriously, who is a good enough hacker to beat Sasuzuka? I mean, seriously. Or was he too cocky? It's true that we possess data which poses liability to you, and we have no intention of destroying it. Whether that's troublesome for you is of no concern to us. Indeed. Shall we make a deal then? A deal? As you mentioned, we are what you would call a terrorist organization. X Day, which is next month, is part of our plans. Huh! Coming clean? However, the incidents that have been occurring recently do not align with Adonis's original goals. So there is infighting going on after all. And so you've learned that much. You're not to be underestimated. Oh, I think I remember mentioning that. Number 14. But even I don't know any of the details. My job was to act as a police employee and report my analyses, right? The one who caused a rift in the organization and challenged Mikuni's original Adonis is... Where is Yuzuru Sayeki? I didn't tell them anything. Is this about Zero? I know you didn't. We wouldn't know his cover appearance or his name. You wouldn't know his cover appearance or his name. So you're telling me Sayeki is fucking Zero? I was right. That's fucked up! That is some fucked up shit. I love it. Oh, game. Is Yuzuru Sayeki the Zero person? He's the current elder. He's 23! How the fuck did he manage that? How the fuck did he manage that? He's like half the age of half the people in the organization. That doesn't... How? Okay, they're gonna have to explain this. Yuzuru Sayeki is the current elder within our organization. So he was the actual leader. He and I, long ago we conceived of a dream together. Our ideal was to change the country. But our paths have differed. He's no longer the man I once knew. The original form of the X-Day plan we drafted is not what it is now. He's ruining my terrorist plot. He's terrorizing my terrorist plot, guys. I don't like it. That's kind of fucked up. Let me ask you this. Do you want to stop Sayeki? Yes. Then just turn yourselves in. Simple. I have no intention of meekly surrendering. I wish to revive the original Adonis. Our past beliefs are still sound. We will reform Japan's consciousness. Thus, I cannot allow Adonis to simply be dismantled. I've spent too much time and effort constructing it. And you think we'll just let you? And that's why I said this was supposed to be a deal, didn't I? Before you expose us, you'll allow those who have inherited the true will of Adonis to flee. Please allow us this small delay, so that we can attempt to revive the country another time. Well, that's what Colorex Malice Unlimited is, right? I'm just gonna guess. In exchange, I promise that we'll oppose Yuzuru Sayeki alongside you, and remove Spacey Hoshino's collar. So we're gonna do this? I'm guessing we're gonna do this. Chapter 6! Oh my god, guys. I can't handle this. I don't want it to end, but... Slowly, I opened my eyes. It was a standard run-of-the-mill morning. I have to get ready. I'd been feeling oddly sluggish all morning. I knew the reason why. The shock of yesterday still hadn't worn off. Sayeki revealed himself as the collar's owner. Sayeki poisoned me. That was the worst shock of all. I know, right? What a dickhole. I stood up to jar the tortured feelings from my heart. I stretched and took out my phone. I reread the text Sasuzuka sent last night. It seemed that he had found some information on Sayeki. It's true. It's really true. Hey, you awake? Yeah, let's have breakfast. Kazuki had poked his head in to check up on me. I can't make Kazuki worry. Scolding myself, I made breakfast. Toast, ham, eggs, soup, and salad were easy enough to prepare. Toast, ham, eggs, but soup and salad with toast, ham, and eggs. That seems weird, but let's eat. Thanks for the food. We sat down and said our ritual thanks. Watching the steam gently rise off of the food put me a bit at ease. This is an emergency announcement. 7:13 a.m. today, a new X-Day warning was issued. I'd been trying to butter my toast when I heard an unbelievable declaration from the TV. Did they just... I'd been completely ignoring the TV, but now I was hanging on every word. Adonis' statement was playing. Fuck! Wait. A police office. I think they mean police officer. I think this is... Well, that sounds like it's blue. Why is that Yanagi? Is that Yanagi speaking? Why? Okay, I'm just going to read it in a normal voice. Like, tonight, on December 22nd, a police office, I'm thinking it's supposed to be police officer, at a certain location will be condemned. This person has allowed many people to become victims, playing the champion of justice while avoiding the scrutiny of society. As part of the countdown to X Day, we Adonis shall pass judgment. It's blue like it's, but he's not an so it can't be. The police have deemed this to be a credible threat and are on high alert. Eh? Suddenly a static filled the TV screen. The news anchor's voice was interrupted. The static grew until it suddenly disappeared a moment later. Oh God. This sounds more like it's supposed to be Saeki. We deeply apologize to all citizens who've been terrorized by recent developments. And then a voice started coming from the TC speakers that I'd heard countless times before from my collar. However, we will not judge good people. We will only judge those of evil intent. X Day will come on January 1st, next month. On that day, our hammer will fall on sinners across the nation. They should take my collar off before they condemn fucking Saeki, dude. Jesus, he could have just easily killed me. The fuck are you thinking? Those of you who seek to breed sorrow, and those of you who sin so casually, the grand judgment of Adonis awaits you. It's more fun that Saeki has a Monokuma voice like now. What was that? What? Cut to commercial, quick! The display went back to normal. The TV studio was in chaos, and they didn't seem to realize the camera feed had returned. This is just wrong. And now it's blue. It's not supposed to be blue. That's fucking bizarre. One couldn't shield wrongdoers. They must face justice for their misdeeds. But Adonis was going to judge a massive group of people by their own arbitrary moral code. That's not judgment, it's slaughter. They had to be stopped no matter what. It should be pink or black, not blue, like that's when Yanagi's speaking. Hey, Spacey. Huh? The moment I built up my resolve, Kazuki spoke up. You're going to work? Of course. Didn't you just pass out yesterday? At least take today off. He knows something's wrong. Kazuki had seen Okazaki escort me home yesterday, and Enomoto and Yoshinari had also come by to protect me. No rookie cop was worth that much protection. Kazuki obviously had a reason to be concerned. Sorry, but I have to go. I can't afford to rest right now. What do you mean you can't rest? I'll be fine. There's just something I must do, no matter what. Oh, it looks like somebody's here. The door intercom rang. Feeling Kazuki's curious eyes assessing me, I stood up and went to the entrance. Oh, God! It's probably Okazaki. Oh, God, it's Saeki. Okazaki had been on watch in front of her home all night long. I felt terrible for him. Maybe he's here to go over today's schedule. I don't like the fact that it's blue. It's bugging me. I looked over the intercom monitor. Eh? But Okazaki wasn't the one who appeared on the monitor. Oh, thank God. I was like, how did Saeki get past Okazaki? Oh, it's Yanagi. Yanagi? Morning, Oshino. Oh, we need to talk. Okay, sure. I opened the door in a panic. Sorry to bug you this early in the morning. It's okay. Good morning. Were you planning on going to work? Yes? I thought so. I'd answered instantly, but Yanagi didn't seem like he was going to scold me, but he looked sad. Instead, he looked like he was at a loss. I knew how concerned he was for my safety. The collar isn't just going to come off. I can't escape from him. In the statement Adonis just broadcast, they said it would happen today. There won't be any delays. If I can talk to him, I might be able to prevent the crimes. Even if that is impossible, we might get new leads. Take the fucking collar off me right now, you goddamn... I know you made a fucking deal with Mukuni. Fucking take the collar off, bitch. If Saeki needs me, then he's going to act whether I do anything or not. So there's no point in hiding and hoping. Even if I'm just bait, I want to do what I can. Good grief, woman. After listening to my impassioned defense, Yanagi just released a great sigh. If it were up to me, I wouldn't push you. I really don't want to resort to using you. But I know this isn't the time for me to be selfish. Yanagi's distraught voice made me avert my eyes. Even if I do manage to talk to Saeki, I doubt the overall situation will improve. Even if he was arrested immediately, it still wouldn't solve the fundamental problem. That blue thing instead of black is killing me. Oh, it's you. Kazuki. Oh yeah, I don't think I've introduced them. Kazuki had met Yanagi that time I tracked Kazuki to the concert club. It wasn't the time for introductions then. Yanagi, this is my brother Kazuki. Kazuki, this is my friend Yanagi. He's an ex-cop. Yeah, we met last time. Kazuki responded to the hasty introduction by looking at Yanagi cautiously. Are you involved in some shady business other than next day? Huh? There's cops in front of the apartment, too. They said they were bodyguards, didn't they? They've gone and gotten yourself in some kind of danger, haven't you? Or you've. Well, yesterday you said that you collapsed because you were anemic. Anemic people don't need bodyguards. And now this ex-cop shows up? Why is he suspiciously showing up suddenly? What exactly have you been up to? Sorry, I can't go into details. It's related to the investigation. I couldn't let Kazuki get caught up in this. I don't want you to get caught up in this. Just say that to him. I worked as a police officer to protect this town from Adonis, but above anything else, I wanted to keep Kazuki safe. Whatever you do! I'd write a note. Don't trust Saeki. Keep calm and do not trust Saeki. But the situation is definitely dangerous in many different ways, so please listen to what the bodyguards say. Dangerous? Shinjuku's always been dangerous. Are you implying that it's somehow even worse now? Yes, because, yes. Kazuki, was it? I'm sorry for placing your sister in harm's way. Yanagi? Why are you apologizing? Kazuki blinked uncomfortably, thrown off balance by the abrupt apology. Yanagi, on the other hand, was looking dead at him. That's killing me that it's showing up blue when it shouldn't be. It's driving me bonkers. It's natural for you to be concerned that your family is involved with dangerous work. You probably want to stop her or make her explain what's going on. I know the feeling. But right now, your sister is key to our fight to stop more murders from happening and restore Shinjuku to normal. She's irreplaceable. I'm sorry, but I need you to understand this. That isn't your fault, Yanagi. No, I bear some responsibility for not stopping you from throwing yourself into the mouth of danger. That's not... If her family gets taken hostage, then all the effort she's putting in is for nothing. We can't let anything happen to her brother. That would hurt your sister the most. For her sake, I need you to stay calm. Spacey's just a beat cop. Why does she have to play such an important role? And you're talking about hostages. Why does she have to stick her neck out when things are so dangerous? I can't explain it to you right now, but we'll absolutely protect you and your sister. She's trying her hardest right now to keep you safe. Please help her out and cooperate with us. Kazuki was quiet. I'm sure he was struggling to accept the offer when we wouldn't explain anything to him. I'm sorry for making you worry, but you'll have plenty of protection. I don't care about what happens to me. I wanted to assuage Kazuki's doubts at least, but when I tried to reassure him to that effect, he burst into anger. Why am I the only one who gets to be safe? If something happens to you, what's the point? He's also lost Akito, poor fucking kid. You just do whatever you want, but Kazuki... Even though I was surprised to see Kazuki so worked up, it made me a little happy. Thanks for worrying about me, Kazuki. I'll be okay. It'll be okay. We'll definitely get the city back to the way it was. I patted my brother on the head. I was relieved that he hadn't brushed me off. Hug, hug, hug. Hold on, I got an itch under my ear. I got an itch in my ear under my headset, so I don't. Okay. I want to reclaim a future for you. Do whatever you want. If you don't get home safe, I'll never forgive you. Of course I'll make it back home safe. This is my home. Yeah. When I looked at the clock, it was almost time to leave for work. This was no time to be relaxing. I had to do whatever I could. Let's go, Yanagi. Yeah. I'm leaving now, Kazuki. See you later. Even though he turned away sulkily, Kazuki at least gave me a proper send-off. I would have written him a note, don't trust Saeki. Because he knows Saeki, right? Saeki's my friend. He's probably met him before. I'll be like, oh, Saeki, cool, your butt. No, don't trust him. Good morning. Oh, morning. When I went outside, Okazaki and Enomoto were there to greet me. They had been here all night long in the cold. I was extremely grateful to them. You going to work? Don't worry. We'll keep your brother safe. You fucking better, motherfucker. Okay, thank you. Don't make that face. It'll be fine. Leave it to Mineo, detective extraordinaire. You're so weird. I love you. I'll accompany you to the police station. You should be all right with Yanagi nearby. But I'll keep your head on a swivel. Got it. Thanks. Yep, I'll be tailing you from a distance. Go on ahead. I followed after Yanagi, glancing at me to make sure I was next to him. Yanagi asked me a question. Did you see Sasazuka's text? Yes, I did. Sasazuka's text had contained detailed information on Saeki. Are we going to read it? Do we got to know what it is? Here it goes. The overall impression was that there was much about him that we didn't know. The family register for one, the man Yuzuru Saeki existed, but none of his relatives could be contacted. Furthermore, interviewing the people who were supposedly his schoolmates produced a description that didn't match Saeki. In other words, it was highly likely that he'd assumed the identity of someone who is deceased or missing. When we searched the address he'd listed with the police, someone else was living there. Saeki had taken me to his supposed home in the past, but he obviously didn't live there. All attempts to track Saeki encountered interference. That was abnormal on its own. Even Yoshinari, who on 24-hour surveillance of Saeki had been driven off by hoodlums, it hardly seemed coincidental. Finally, a second source corroborated the fact that Saeki was the head of Adonis. We've given Investigation HQ's a limited amount of intel. Their analysis paints Saeki as completely guilty. I spoke with Morioka yesterday. Ooh. Given all the data, we'd like to arrest him immediately once we verify his guilt. It'll be set in motion once it's reported to the higher-ups. Can you get an arrest warrant, though? At the very least, we can charge him for assaulting Oshino and collaring her. We can maybe tack on a family register fraud. But I'll want to keep this under wraps. If we make a grand show of arresting him, it could lead to massive damage to the police. Right? Right? How? You're already like, the police are awful and incompetent. And then it's like, see? They had me in their midst. I mean, if that doesn't, like, further your agenda, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of brilliant if you think about it. Like, because Saeki's the one that's always doing the things like, the police are incompetent, blah, blah, blah. They can't solve these crimes. They don't know shit. And then all of a sudden the police make the show of arresting, like, Saeki, who's the leader of fucking Adonis. And he's like, ha ha, I was a cop the whole time. And they're like, but wait. But then you're like, wait, so the cops really are incompetent because you were in their ranks the whole time. But also, you were a cop. So if we don't trust the cops, are we not supposed to trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. Like, that's confusing, but fucking amazing. Wow. The public would take it to mean the police had been aiding and abetting a terrorist leader. No, I think the public would look at it like the police really are fucking incompetent. The more reason for them to immediately arrest him on some other minor charges. But that won't expose the rest of Adonis. I think the best strategy right now would be to give him some rope while we wait for analysis. Yeah, I agree. That's why only Minagishi and I know the information you've shared with us. Oh god, are they gonna end up dead? Don't kill them. We have to tread very carefully. Get the collar off me! Like, That's true. I agree with Yanagi's opinion. Still think it's too soon. Akito had finally given us some solid intel. If we planned our next moves based on that, we could definitely stop Adonis. Oh, but Akito has probably got his memory wiped. They don't say anything about that. Like, how is Akito? I want to have a serious talk with him. Hoshino, Yanagi, you told me that I didn't have to just reject everything that Saeki has given to me. I have to know for myself. How much of what he told me was lies? What was he thinking when we talked? I must know. And if he's at the center of Adonis, what I learned might help to stop him. You're right. Yanagi muttered a begrudging agreement. I'll give Morioka a general explanation. Saeki can't really run wild in the sedation. Okazaki is there in case something happens. We don't have to worry if we leave it to him. And despite that, it doesn't change the fact that you'll be in danger. Since Saeki is so set on you, you're the only one who can do this job. I made some outlandish boast to your brother, but there's nothing I can actually do to help you. That isn't true. Didn't I tell you before that it made me happy just to be useful to you? Like, I'm just so happy to be used by you as a pawn in this game. Girl, I know that's not what she's actually saying, but it's like, there's a little bit of that underneath. Like, I'm just happy to be useful. Well, I mean, there's really nothing you can do about the collar. You didn't like willingly like, put a collar on me and use me as bait. It's like, I already have a collar on me, so we might as well make the most of this fucked up situation. So, but anyway, I have enough guts for the both of us. I smiled, but that only seemed to make Yanagi more troubled. Because he loves you deep down, just in a minute. Slowly, he extended his hand towards me. Oh! Oh my god, look at his beautiful fucking face! Oh, dear god, I can't. Oh. Eh? You're half lying. His fingers touched my head. Very delicately, they touched my forehead. My heart felt like it would leap from my chest, but his sad eyes pierced my breast. I couldn't say anything. Look at the way he's looking. Oh, God, he's so pretty. I think you're telling the truth when you say that you're happy to help, but you don't really think it'll be okay. You're obviously terrified. He had seen right through me. Okay, so I lied a little bit. To be honest, I wanted to cry and scream. I wanted to selfishly deny this was real. But doing that wouldn't change a thing. Honestly, I think that maybe a good cry and a hug would make you feel better right now. Please fucking hug me. You're close enough. I displayed a bitter smile that mirrored Yanagi's. Yanagi surely understood that I couldn't do any of that in real life. I'm not going to tell you to cry, though. I've tried to figure out what I can do for you, but I'm coming a blank. That frustrates me. Now Yanagi looked like he was the one who was going to cry. In that case, and then can I make a selfish request? If it's something I can grant, then sure. You can kiss me, goddammit. I don't care if you don't love me, just fucking kiss me. I could die. Like, I could die today. Guilt him into it. That's awful. When Yanagi nodded, I looked straight at him. Just fucking hug me. Please hold me. That's what I want to say. What's the right answer? Just hold my hand. Fuck. I want you to hold my hand tightly. Are you sure? Yes. You could ask for a lot more than that. But this is enough. You could ask for a lot more than that. That's like, I feel like that's your argument. Like, you could ask for more than that, and like, because he can't tell you. We confess that we love him, and he's like, I don't know what to do with it. What? But I feel like that's almost like his like, you can ask for more than that. Like, I don't want to just tell you that I love you. But if you asked me to kiss you, I would totally oblige because I love you, and then that would be my way of admitting it. But I can't admit it because I don't. You know what I mean? I wanted to say, please hold me. We wouldn't get the affection up, but it's okay. Yanagi looked perplexed when I said that to him. I'm making for an uneasy atmosphere. He took my hand. His large and warm hand wrapped around mine. I could feel his kindness through it. Yanagi, you trust me. You rely on me. And you want to defend me. There isn't anything more empowering you can do than that. I'm the one who receives courage from your stubborn earnestness. Always. Yanagi tightly gripped my hand. I love Sadaishi and Sasuzuka, but Yanagi is like, just like, this path is amazing. That's why he's the canon path. For a while, we stood there, sharing each other's warmth. So, exactly how long will we keep doing this? Until it's time to go home, because I don't want to go to work. Until I'm satisfied. He's like, so, and you're like, never, we'll never let go. But there's a lot of people here. I don't care if people gossip about us. And if they get the wrong idea, that's great. It'll just... I don't even... Fait accompli? I have no idea what that means, but anyway, whatever it is. It's some kind of Frenchness right there. You're pretty fired up today. But of course, a woman in love is strong. Love. It's love. I'd like it if you'd think of me as being even a little bit special to you. I didn't expect this to actually convince him. It was just an excuse. I wanted to touch Yanagi. In the end, it was all I could manage. That's so funny because she already confessed to him, and then she's like, you don't have to say anything. He hasn't said anything. You don't know that he has feelings for you, and then you're literally like sitting there, I'm a woman in love, and he's like, and you're like, shh, just let me have this. But this alone was enough to lessen my doubts and fears. Oh! I wasn't expecting this. Oh, but you had me long ago, though. I'd be like, what? She's as shocked as I am. Yanagi whispered something too quiet for me to hear. Whatever that is. I don't know how to say that. It's not fate, but I know it's like, because you don't, like, it's kind of but, like, anyway. Well, I don't mind that at all. What does that mean? I don't know what it means. I don't know. Anyway, Chuckling, Yanagi caressed my face. Now I'm the one who's nervous. I was the one who had made the request, but now my heart felt like it was going to burst. I think that's enough. I removed my hand. I stepped away from Yanagi and looked at him. When this is all over, please let me cry. Please listen to the selfish things I have to say. After it's over. All right? I won't say anything to make you cry until then. Yanagi was finally smiling like he always did. I won't say anything to make you cry until then. So when it's all over, you're going to tell me that you love me because that's going to make me motherfucking cry. So awesome. Looking forward to that. Like, because you want to read that, like, you're not going to say anything to me. I hope you never say anything to make me cry. Oh, but I'll cry happily all the time. So yeah, if you tell me you love me, I'm going to cry like a motherfucker. So we're counting on you, Okazaki. Leave it to me, Yanagi. Yanagi spoke to Okazaki, who had appeared from out of nowhere. And then he gave Okazaki detailed orders out of earshot. He probably didn't want the caller, didn't want Sayeki to overhear. Yanagi looked at me after they had finished their exchange. Go on, Hoshino. Okay, off I go. Into the wild blue yonder. Probably gonna die. No, we're not. Ignoring the fact that Okazaki is shadowing me, I set off alone, and I suddenly grew anxious. Walking through the station, being cautious. For some reason, I'd run into Sasazuka. What are you doing at the police station, Sasazuka? Figure it out. Oh, I can't. Sasazuka gave me a weary look, like he thought I was useless as soon as he saw me. Oh. Oh, wait. Did you start working here again? You're wearing a pin. I don't think you've always been wearing that. Sasazuka will be resuming his employment here on a temporary basis. Commissioner Minagishi? The confusing response had come from Minagishi, who was suddenly standing beside me. Oh, were those his footsteps? Sasazuka's skill set is invaluable to our cybercrime division right now. His aid comes with various conditions, but he's agreed to help us out. Oh, he certainly was the right person for the job. Sasazuka was a former member of the cybercrime division, and he knew a lot about X-Day. But if he's helping them out, he must have driven a pretty hard bargain. I sympathized with Minagishi's situation. Commissioner, what about the issue I mentioned? All right, it seems like it'll go well. I see. Thanks. Still, I noticed that Sasazuka didn't look well. He must be tired, or rather, sleepy. He must have been working through the night. The USB drive I got from Akito must be taking a while to analyze. Are you okay, Sasazuka? What? You look like you've barely been sleeping. Maybe you should take a... Moron! Huh? Sasazuka poked me in the head, but he was surprisingly gentle about it. 'Cause you love me. I love you too. He's so mean to me, but I love him. Don't worry about me. I'll manage. I staggered slightly. Sasazuka had disappeared. She's too sweet and innocent to have a man harem. I want a man harem though, like like I want the harem ending in all of these. Like we get to keep them all. Like I just want the harem ending. Like like a CG just with like all of them together with me. Yeah, okay. It doesn't have to be like super sexy or inappropriate. It's just I just want all of them together. Like, oh yeah, that's what I want. I just need to take that so that my computer, so I just like take these so like my background on my computer, like my screensaver is just all of them. Like all the pictures from all the games of all of our boys forever. Good morning. Oh, hey, are you alright? You left early after you collapsed yesterday. You still look pretty pale too. I'm sorry for causing you to worry. I'm okay, but Sir, did Sayaki happen to come by today? Sayaki? I haven't seen him. I see. Thank you. Yay! I expressed my gratitude to Mochita and took out my cell phone to write a text message to Sayaki. Why? I have something to discuss. Can we meet on the roof at lunch? I checked the message, took a deep breath, and hit send. The reply came right away. Kay. Kay! He's so carefree. No, that's the douche move. Like, blah, 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 big long text. Kay. Asshole. You're fucking eating an apple, too, aren't you? You should have heard what I was trying to do over the collar, too. Maybe Sayaki didn't have anything to do with X Day anymore. Bullshit. Still, though. Yes? As I set down my phone, I was about to start working. Mochita looked up with a rather strange expression. His focus was on the doorway. Okazaki. He was in the doorway, standing watch as my bodyguard. Why is it still blue? It's driving me bonkers. You got an SP detail. Did you go and get yourself mixed up in something bad? It made sense that he'd be suspicious. I never heard of any rookie officer ever being assigned SP protection. However, I couldn't tell the truth, no matter how much of it we had told Morioka and Minagishi. He's a friend. Don't mind him. Yeah, I had no choice but to dodge the issue. Oh, God. I did when I was scrolling the please hold my hand and I saw we're getting ready to a save point, so. Still, though. What? Wow. Do you think you'd actually deal with us? Oh, Tsunaishi, I can't handle this. I decided it worked out in our best interest, too. It seems like you've got some secret plans going on. If I did, I certainly wouldn't tell you. You're one of Mikuni's men. Yeah, that's just how it is. Are you here to keep an eye on me in case I do anything out of the ordinary? Sorry, Yanagi. I want to help grant his wish, however I can. Adonis's goal of revival, you mean? Yeah. You see, that group is my home. Oh, look how sad. Look at his wistful fucking face. Why is he so fucking adorable? Stop it. It hurts because it's like, oh, Tsunaishi, you don't know what you're doing is bad. Oh, pet the poor little cat man. Oh, I just want to save him. I can't. He's like, no, don't do it. We love you. You're weird and strange. Very, very strange, but we love you. The condition was to overlook Adonis. Normally, I wouldn't have even considered it. But if we don't work with Mikuni's faction, we'll never catch Sayaki. That's the truth I had to face. And once I decided that, even if it was initially for show, I knew we needed to make that deal. So this was the night before. Okay, we're flashing back now. Before you expose us, you'll allow those who have inherited the true will of Adonis to flee. Please allow us this small delay, so that we can attempt to revive the country another time. In exchange, I promise that we will oppose Yuzuru Sayaki alongside you, and remove Spacey Hoshino's collar. I understand. We'll accept those terms. Yanagi, right now, we don't have any real options besides taking this deal. And Sasuzuka's like, fuck, I got her collar off in my path. Everyone else has gotten her collar off without having to do this. Just saying, Yanagi. Reluctantly. You're being awfully compliant. I'd expected you'd protest a little more. Even though you're having internal disputes, your original goal is to impose your form of justice, even if murder must be used. I assume that's still true? Yes, you are correct. We never intended to inflict this much damage, but we'd always believed some sacrifices would be necessary. So, there's no point in making emotional appeals. You oh-so-noble terrorists are full of pride. You don't have the spine to actually compromise. I'm glad you understand. Then I'll provide you with information that leads to Yuzuru Sayaki and his co-conspirators. We'll tell you the method to remove Spacey Hoshino's collar once we've evacuated. Yes, it'll be 2 days' time, minimum. Please give us until then. Looks like it's a race against time. Sasuzuka can finish his analysis. We can grab Mikuni and Sayaki in one fell swoop. Oh! Wouldn't that be amazing? It's also highly likely that those files contain the way to unlock Hoshino's collar. How's it going? Oh, you've gotten Akito's cooperation. Should take a few more hours. So they haven't wiped Akito's memory? Oh, thank God. In that case, we can make it. Tsuraishi, have you always known? Have you known at all how to remove Hoshino's collar? It's going to happen on X Day. I couldn't possibly know everything. I'm not really involved with the X Day project. Oh, you look like you don't believe me. Just think about it. I've been with the police since well before the X Day crimes began. My entire job was to covertly infiltrate the police so that I could facilitate Adonis's movements when they needed assistance. If I make any moves, it'll attract suspicion. Unless I perfectly play the role of profiler, Kageyuki Saraishi, I can't be a spy. But that explains, so he's been on Mikuni's side, but then when they were going to kill me and he fell in love with me, that explains why he killed him. That's adorable. So I don't get any orders until plans are about to be executed. Like the attempt on the Prime Minister 2 years ago, for example. Were you behind that? Oh! I have never seen that Tsunashi sprite. The wink and the tongue out. Oh, you're adorable. I just want to save that forever. You're so cute, you little bastard. All I did was manipulate information. I won't deny that's a serious crime, of course. Anyway, I've been undercover for a long time. I know much more about the police than I know about Adonis. However, I do actually know what will happen on X Day. It follows in, if it follows the initial plan, that is. I don't know if the higher-ups have changed it. But I don't know a single thing about her collar. You don't have to believe me, but it's true. When did plans start to go awry? Once June hit, as far as I know. June? Sayaki's been going renegade for that long? Yeah. The bombing killed an entire class of middle schoolers in June. The original plan only called for 2 casualties. Probably the 2 kids that, because it's the truth. Like, holy crap, you killed an entire class. The entire class bullied her? No, just 2 kids, so you killed a bunch of other innocent kids. So you just went against your entire fucking statement. Your entire fucking, like, purpose, you just went against by killing a bunch of innocent kids that didn't bully a sister. Oh, maybe because, well, they didn't stop the bullying. You know what? Some kids were probably also bullied, so they just hid in their little corners. And then some kids probably just aren't strong enough to stand up, and some kids probably didn't know. And there might have been some kids who are like, oh, that's funny because they're not bullying me, so I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, some people are kind of assholes by being bystanders and seeing it happen and not saying or doing anything, but they're kids. Not like a lot of kids don't feel like they have the power to stand up for things like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially if they had been bullied or whatever. I'm just saying. So you just killed a bunch of innocent fucking kids, you asshole. Mikuni tried to persuade Zero to go with the original plan countless times, but for some reason he couldn't get through to Zero at all. As a result, a rift formed between 2 leaders of Adonis and their wills diverged. The bombing led to the Shinjuku quarantine and the swords and firearms control law repeal, because Zero had increased the target range. Makuni took steps to try and prevent the killing of people whose guilt was unclear, and people whose deaths were outside the scope. Hey, what? What are you screaming for? So he was behind it all after all. And now we come to you. What are you going to do? Huh? Makuni told us to let Adonis escape, but with this much dirt on him, his career in politics is over. We may have a temporary arrangement, but we have no intention of destroying the evidence. And you know that, don't you? I'm not that optimistic. I don't think he's attached to notions like reputation and honor. To attempt the revival again later, he'll have to spend the rest of his days as a fugitive. And that's true. I wonder if that goes for me, too. Do you want your future to be one where you're a terrorist constantly on the run? That's not quite right. With an Adonis, my desires have no weight. All I do is fulfill the duty I'm given. When I receive an order, I carry it out. That's you as an Adonis operative. I'm asking you as Kageyuki Saraishi. Is that what you really want right now? You went into the outside world as an agent and interacted with other people. You only show emotion to people you're curious about. You tease others, push them just over the edge, and are constantly misunderstood. You like cats, and your eating habits are odd. You're ignorant in a number of strange ways, yet somehow you've solved many cases. Are you just some man-made tool that can only carry out commands? I mean, that's basically what they've raised you to be, which is sad. You didn't do this willingly as an adult. You were a child that was abused into this. Oh, God! Hey! Good work today! When I went to the rooftop during my lunch break, Sayeki was already there. He was just the same old Sayeki, acting as if nothing had changed. I thought we'd be alone, but it looks like you got some kombu stuck to your shoe. Sayeki was looking at Okazaki, who was standing in the entrance to the rooftop. When he did, the edges of his mouth lifted to form a different type of smile. I didn't understand the look. So, what did you want to talk about? Did you order that public threat that was issued this morning? Yeah, I told them to do it. You want to stop us? Of course I do. And they'd stop if I told them to. Oh, we have no reason to stop now. Why are you so carefree about all this? You could be arrested at any moment. Arrested, huh? And can you find any hard evidence that connects me to X-Day? If Yanagi's team can convince HQ, a warrant will be issued immediately. They can arrest you. But they won't. Isn't that right? Yeah, they could if they wanted to, but they won't. And that course of action is precisely why you'll never catch all of Adonis. Adonis has people all over the country. Exposing and arresting those of us in Shinjuku alone is just cutting off the lizard's tail. Sayeki, just what do you hope to accomplish? What do you want me to do? I'm hoping they didn't tell me all the details in text. I saw Suzuka's text, blah, blah, blah. But they shouldn't have told me because we're incapable of lying, right? So it would have been better if they didn't tell us shit so that we were like, well, I mean, no, we have nothing. And then all of a sudden, pop, the collar comes off and you're like, take him out, boys. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'd be open about it since I've been open about it since the beginning. We're going to revive tainted Japan. To do that, we need lots of sympathizers. Do you really think that your method of doing things is going to win people over? You understand what we're thinking, don't you? The sorrow created by the injustices inflicted and unequal justice exacted by weak laws. You must have sensed at least some of that while you were investigating the X-Day cases. I understand what you're trying to say, but you're doing things the wrong way. Sayeki just grinned at my reply. So what if I kill Aiji Yanagi? The casual way he said that made me shiver. What if I kill your little brother? Wouldn't you want to take revenge on me? I felt something cold in my gut. It was cold, but also hot. Irritation bubbled up and eroded my composure. I couldn't forgive something like that. And no matter who the criminal is, you'd shoot them if it would save someone else. Wasn't that your idea of justice? Just shoot me if you want to stop me. If you kill me, all of your problems stop. X-Day probably won't happen. And if you don't shoot me now, there'll probably be more victims soon. Wow, Sayeki. Right now I was brimming with anger. This is where we're coming up to our next bad ending. I didn't know what Sayeki was thinking. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even be trying to understand what he was thinking. What should I do right now? What was the right thing to do? This is where we're going to get a bad ending and then we're going to wrap it up, so. Okay, so. Obviously, we're not supposed to shoot him, but I'm going to go down to bad ending 4. Ah! Oh! Okay. What happens if... Okay, here's the thing. So we're supposed to raise our gun, and then we get trigger mode, and we're supposed to be successful at trigger mode. I guess if you fail trigger mode... I don't know what happens if you fail trigger mode. I don't know. Alright. My pistol left its holster without hesitation. The muzzle settled on Sayeki. When I thumbed the safety off, Sayeki flashed a daring smile. He was clearly happy about this. This is called the Sayeki end, which is funny, but it's weirder because it's like I would have thought we raise our gun and then maybe he kills us, but I'm probably going to kill him. I don't know about. Good. You still have the right conviction. What are you talking about? He didn't answer my question. I gripped my teeth, glaring at Saeki. If I targeted a non-lethal area, I should be able to take him into custody. But would that really solve this? I wonder what happens if you fail trigger mode. Okay, so we're going to succeed, but I want to come back and fail trigger mode and see what happens. My bullet grazed Saeki's shoulder. It wouldn't really stop his mobility. Still, it actually wounded him as I intended to. If you're going to hurt any more people, I'll end you right here. Hey, you went soft when you should have killed me. And still, you showed me your conviction. Saeki's grin didn't crack. For some reason, it made me terribly uneasy. Spacey! Eh? Just then, I simultaneously heard a gunshot and Okazaki yell from behind. An abrupt shock rocked my body. I couldn't turn around. Somebody shot me? I didn't know what had happened. I was no longer conscious after all. Interesting. My consciousness slowly rose up from the darkness. Oh, fuck. Huh? The scene that my blurry vision took in was completely unfamiliar to me. It seemed to be a dimly lit church. Where am I? He probably poisoned us enough a little bit. Yep, there he is. Where it is, yep. I see you're awake. Huh? It was Saeki, or so I thought. He wasn't wearing his uniform or clothes I was accustomed to, and so he seemed like a stranger. I finally brought you here, and the stage is already set. What do you mean? Not understanding him, I looked around. Once my eyes adjusted to the darkness, the first thing I saw was... Eh? I recognized these shapes. There were several bodies covered in blood. I knew who they were. They were now just motionless things. They were... Oh, God. Why? They recklessly charged in here to take you back. They didn't know about the robust defense systems we had guarding the place, though. And naturally, they were cut down. Only the chosen are allowed to enter here. It's sad. It really is. I didn't understand why Saeki seemed so grief-stricken. After all, he was the only one who had created this situation as all of our friends. I don't know who, but you did this. Why? Why did you kill them? This is just pointless murder, isn't it? Pointless? There's a point to all of it. Even if they live by sacrificing others, they hurt or saddened others. Eiji Yanagi, he beat a kidnapper nearly to death in the name of self-defense. So Yanagi's definitely one of them. Kei Okazaki, in the assassination attempt on the Prime Minister 2 years ago, paralyzed by fear, he sacrificed his own friend to live. Kageyuki Saraishi. Saraishi came in to save us? Oh! As an Adonis operative, he obstructed the police, fabricated evidence, and trumped up charges to manipulate people. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Go fuck yourself right now, Saeki. Just go fuck yourself. You're basically like, Sadaishi was such a douchebag. Look what he did. He did that on your fucking orders. What the fuck? Oh my god. See, like, okay, they start out with this, like, hey, there's all these people who are committing crimes, like, terrorizing people, scaring people, like, harassing people, bullying people, blah, blah, and they never pay for their crimes, and all these people die or their lives are ruined. Okay, I follow you. All right, so that woman, Rika Sugawara, was stalked. Yeah, her life is ruined by stalkers. Nothing ever happens to the stalkers. That sucks. Akito's sister killed herself for being bullied. Nothing happens to the bullies. Parents tried to sue the school. Nothing happened. People got bribed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bullies got away with it. Woohoo! Living their happy lives while his family's ruined, right? Etc. I get where you're going with that. These people need to be punished. I'm agreeing. We're going to murder them all. That's a little bit extreme, but I kind of get your sentiment, what you're doing in the extreme. But then you have this. The police are useless scumbags who can't do anything. Well, you're in the police, so that's actually kind of funny. Because then if they arrested you as the leader of Adonis, I don't think people would be like, the police were conspiring. They'd be like, wow, the police really do suck. They didn't even know. Wow. Wow. You know what I mean? That kind of just furthers your point, so it's kind of funny. But this, well, I mean, we already knew you were motherfucking nuts, but now it's like, look at Tsuraishi. He's an awful human being. He did what you told him to do. He was following your orders. You were basically condemning him for your action. Oh my god. And if he didn't do it, if he was like, no, that would be wrong, you'd be like, well, you're a failure as an operative. So, like, poor Tsuraishi couldn't win anyway. Oh my god. I just can't. Oh, the hypocrisy. I don't know what I expected from Sayaki. I really don't. I don't know why this bothers me so much, but I'm like, damn it, I just want to shake you and be like, what is wrong with you? Like, oh, he killed them all. All of them? Oh, sweet Jesus, this is sad. This is why it's a bad ending. Mineo Inamoto, his rash and thoughtless behavior psychologically cornered someone whom he admired. Oh my god. He didn't do it. But see, and this is where it's crazy. Like this. Okay, I can understand you being pissed about Yanagi beating someone near to death in the name of self-defense. It was self-defense. What he did was wrong because he took it too far, but it was self-fucking-defense. It was a legitimate he didn't just beat him for no reason. You're blaming Tsuraishi for shit that you told him to do. Okazaki, yes, he had a moment of hesitation which caused someone else to die. Who, by the way, was a terrorist in your organization. So, like, you know, not really a loss there, but okay. And then Enomoto. So woohoo, I'm happy with my new job and I'm happy about it. Somebody else has envy issues and does bad shit and it's Enomoto's fault? I am not responsible for your shitty actions, Sayeki. I am not. Like, what the fuck? This is just to prove what a motherfucking, how crazy he is, but it's like, Spacey, shoot him in the, you should have fucking killed him. I'm no better. I'm no better. Like, but he deserves it. Our friends don't. Anyway, that man then wrongfully arrested people in a rush for glory, ruining the lives of many people. They didn't wish for any of those things to happen. There you go. They didn't do any of that out of malice. They all regretted it and felt responsible. And you still call those sins? And nobody can live their entire life without hurting other people or sacrificing nothing. Endless slaughter. Is that what you want to turn the world into? Well, thank God Suzuka's alive. Of course not. Sayaki slowly shook his head. Originally, they might not have been deemed criminals that needed to be killed. And you must be wondering why they've been killed for so little, right? All of the people they hurt, it wasn't little at all. It just couldn't be helped this time. I needed to kill them for your sake. My sake? Destruction is necessary for rebirth. Now, I'll expel the virus that's infected Japan. That's the objective of the X-Day Project, the Japan Rebirth Program. And to judge the sinners, leaving only the good. Then proper humans will be made to understand what creates the malice that causes harm to other people. What? Malice breeds sorrow. But what gives birth to malice? Crazy motherfuckers like you, because I'm pretty angry and I want to take you out. Shallow hearts that cannot understand sorrow. The whole of the human ego itself. A self-preservation and selfishness that places their own desires above others' needs. We'll remove all of that and create a world without sorrow. Oh, dear God. Yeah, but then happiness won't feel half as good. It was wrong. It wasn't possible. A world without ego couldn't be life. I didn't want to call it that. Yes, even though I wanted to protest. Right now, you want to kill me pretty fucking much. My thoughts ground to a halt. I think I even stopped breathing. Okazaki, Enomoto, Tsuraishi, and Yanagi. He had killed them all. The sadness and rage at having something important taken from me poured out my heart. It crushed me. Other people feel the same way you do. It isn't particularly unusual. How many people do you think have taken their own lives after having their lives ruined, and then being exact justice upon their and then being exact justice upon their tormentor? That doesn't make sense. Society keeps generating more sorrow, and so it needs to be put to an end. I wanted to deny what Sayaki was saying, but a part of me accepted some of it too. would that be a righteous world? If his ideals were realized, would sorrow like this actually cease to exist? No, because your sorrow will continue because all your friends are dead. The experiment is over. I knew you sympathized with us. His hand reached out for my neck. He softly, affectionately brushed my collar. You want to end the sadness, don't you? I'm probably going to put a bullet in my brain because that's the only way to stop my sadness right now. I realized that I was freed from the collar. Oh no! Look at how pretty he looks, though. God damn it. Like, we judge evil so that proper humans may live. I know you possess that same conviction. You killed the people I love, though. He extended a hand to me. It seemed as if his hand was made of light, an invitation to walk a bloody path. Oh, this is fucked up. Oh no! Look at Ted Yanagi! Guys, that's awful. Why'd they have to show that in the background? I can understand your sorrow. Let's create a new world together so that nothing this sad can ever happen again. I'll change your despair into hope. So fucking Monokuma. I didn't understand anymore. But I just didn't want anything this sad to ever happen again. It was for that, then. If it was for that, then I took the hand that was extended to me, holy shit, so that one day all sorrows would be erased from this world. So that the day would come where I'd cut out the root of the sorrow, him, with my own hands. Oh, that's actually beautiful. I'm like, why are you going with him so that someday I'll kill this motherfucker? Nice, Spacey. I like that. I like that little bit at the end there. Because I was like, no, but he killed all your friends. He killed all your friends. I almost really want to hope that in the Collar X Malice Unlimited, I really want there to be like a continuation of that. Like, by the way, if you got the Saeki Ed, like, here's a Saeki path where you're like a monstrous killing machine. Like, I just want that. Where she's like evil and like all of a sudden like falls in love with Saeki and it's just evil. I could just because I never have those. We never have like the evil ones. I want to see what happens if you fail trigger mode. I know this path is long, but I just want to see what happens. Okay, we're going to do this. I just want to see what happens if I fail it. So I'm going to fail it and see if it changes anything. Because I'm just curious. Because you're supposed to... I had fired, but in the end I could only bring myself to fire a warning shot. My shot missed and ricocheted pitifully off the floor. But this is probably for the best. It's not right to shoot someone out of hatred. I'm not going to shoot you. Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm going to stop this here. I'm going to bet right here, I'm not going to shoot you. If we say choose not to shoot him, this is probably where it starts. So what's the next line? I declared this, glaring at Sayeki. It was also a pledge to myself. Okay. I think that's what happens. If you fail, it's almost as if you didn't shoot him. So we'll find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this here. We'll go down. We'll come back, do the good path. Don't shoot him and see if it starts here. And then worst case scenario, if it seems like it's different, we'll go back and do that. Because I don't want to keep going down the good path by choosing the wrong thing. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.